Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about a show called The Good Doctor. It's a show that started back in 2017 and it follows a character called Sean that's autism, and he recently joined a hospital as a surgeon. The show covers problems that Sean has, like stress during an operation or struggling to interact with other people. And if you check IMDb, it has some pretty positive reviews. But the funny thing is that if you check somewhere else like Twitter, people fucking hate this show, like a lot. There's a pretty big divide on the opinions of this show, and the main reason why most people hate it is because of the horrible way they portray people with autism. The way that Sean acts like over exaggerated, and to be honest sometimes it feels like a bit cartoonish, which of course is nothing like how like real autistic people act. It almost feels like a joke with like how over the top he is, like completely being like unrealistic. And the main reason why people talk about the show now, even though it came out back in 2017, is because of one really popular scene where Sean gets fired from the hospital because of the way he acts in season 2 episode 17 called Breakdown. And if you've seen the clip, you already know why it's popular, because of like how loud he is and it's like how awkward it is between like both characters. I've noticed that it's the most popular on Twitter, but some people have been like spreading around TikTok with like really weird like filters on them. And if you go into the replies on Twitter, you can literally see like numbers of people like download the video because they like it that much. And I've seen some people like even draw the characters as like soy jacks because it reminds them of like the Virgin and Chad meme, which is why so many people like it that much. While others are actually like complaining about like how much they hate it, even though it's a bit weird because it's only been popular for a few days and I don't understand how you can be sick of it already. But apart from the meme, I want to talk about this show for a second because it really feels like the writers didn't know how to write someone with autism in the show, and they just wanted to include them for like the sake of it, kind of like a trope. You can really tell like the lack of knowledge of autism, where in one scene Sean is thinking about a surgery that he's gonna have to do, and he literally has like an Iron Man hood with holograms like flying everywhere. And when I saw that scene, it just felt like the writers never actually met someone with autism, so when it came time to like write him the show, they could like completely like glamorize him. I've seen people say like they should have actually got like an autistic person to play Sean. Like I agree, if you're gonna have a main character, like not even a side character, like an actual main character, you should get someone who can like realistically portray that character, and then they would have actually like properly portrayed him. Because I've seen people on Twitter say like just from that clip, like not even the whole show, just from that short meme that's being spread around, is like completely destroyed the public perception of autism and like set it back by like decades. And they're completely right, because I feel like a lot of people who are gonna watch the show that don't have like a lot of knowledge on the topic are gonna see the character Sean and hold him up as like a key example of how autistic people act. I even saw someone say like they were arguing with their mom saying they have autism, and then the mom said, no you don't, I saw The Good Doctor, I know like how people with autism act and you're not autistic. So now just because of that fake perception they got from that show, they're gonna like completely turn down anyone who might even have like similar traits or someone who's like on the lower end of the spectrum. I've even read one review and it's just hilarious what they have to say about the show. Like they say, overall I believe the series is a blockbuster due to its fantastic screenplay, expertly directing, brilliant dialogue and exceptional performance of all main characters, specifically the actor Freddie Highmore as Sean. And another review said I would rate this 5 stars and the effort behind it at 10 out of 5 because it's just so brilliant. And I have no idea what she means by effort when it's so clear the writers took no time to research how they should like go about writing this kind of character. And someone else said the story is well played by the team and justified in bringing out every unseen, unspoken emotion into a screenplay. However, I will say I do respect this guy because he did say that even though he loved the first season, by the second season it got so lazy, specifically the writing, that he just couldn't like keep on watching. There's even one part where he mentions like they use Walmart quality baby dolls, and I will say from the few clips I've watched from the show, it does have like that really bad like budget kind of quality. Specifically I remember like one flashback where Sean had where he gets slapped by like his dad and he very clearly doesn't get touched, and then his dad picks up like his pet rabbit and throws him, and it's like so like painstakingly fake. I've also seen other clips where like the bad writing is like so obvious, with one part like Sean arguing with like a transgender patient saying like he's a boy, and another part where like he assumes like a brown patient is a terrorist because they found like traces of chemicals in their body that's used to make weapons. But I'm sure for like older people, the way Sean perceives like other people is like just heart touching because like he doesn't know any better. And you know, it's just kind of sad seeing like how just kind of like lazy writing can have a really negative impact on topics that deserve to be more talked about or mentioned, but the writers clearly don't care how they tackle this topic, because they know like this kind of character will like pull on the heartstrings of the audience, and it's clearly worked by like the reviews they've had. But at the end of the day, it's just funny seeing like this clip like spread around, and I'm at least glad people are aware of how like awful of like a portrayal it is. So that's all I really have to say. So hopefully you get to the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.